Okay, so new jobs under the specials menu. They're not part of the main career, which is kind of good because it means I can do them in any order. I wonder whether or not they kind of have finished the storyline, so to speak, and they're going to insert these in the mix in some fashion for when they release, or they're just permanently going to be considered specials. So that way you can just do them at your leisure. What should we start with? I think we shall start with the fountain. May as well. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the whole point is that you only have these particular things. Okay, so we have to use the XU2. Well, at least it's the second best washer. It's not the worst, so that's a good start. E, that's right. Gotta remember the things. We do have some other skins for this at least. Retro, perhaps. Jungle. I don't think they added any extras. I want to know what these slots are going to be for. That's cool. Well, let's get started, I guess. Stone, thankfully. Hopefully we're not going to have any, like, rust or anything to deal with this washer. The aim feels like it's a little bit off. Maybe it's just because of where I'm aiming. Start with a gnome in the front. We should be trying to see what we can get away with in terms of sprayer. Maybe we can get away with the green one instead. Get in behind, blast him from the back. So how clean has that made him? Still kind of missing a few bits. No, it's just the crannies though, like, I don't think it's a problem with the washer we're using as such. It's that handle, it's really annoying. There we go, I got him. Okay, so the green is mostly working. Okay, no it's not. No, it's not. Verdigris, what the hell? We don't have the turbo nozzle to use? That's kind of annoying. Because the turbo nozzle's so much better for this stuff than just the red one. Try and get in these lines here. Oh no, that is the turbo nozzle, there we go, good. Just doesn't stick out as much as it does on the other washers. Which is interesting. A little bit rude that they force you to use a worse washer in this one. It would be nice to be able to just come in and blast it with the best one. That's good. At least we don't need to worry about runoff or anything. It's a fountain. We should probably start from the top and work down though now. Can we figure out a way to get up all the way to the top though? Probably not. No, probably not. Do we even have the... Oh, hello, there we go. We made it. Kind of. Just mash jump. There's already footprints up here. Oh, there we go. Good. Oh, you do actually jump a little bit higher. I was kind of moving forward too quickly. There we go. This is now a platformer. They really made these such awkward shapes. It's so annoying. The problem is that I think that I'm aiming at a certain spot, but the washer is off to the right, of course, so it doesn't actually work that way. Because I'm standing so close to it, even with no extension whatsoever. Let's get right in that crack there. Booty blasting gnomes. Now there's a channel title. Tickle his foot there. Okay. Can we get right up on top? King Gnome. There we go. Let me polish your tip, good sir. That didn't work. I don't have any extension on, no. No, I don't. It's just gonna be that bad. Getting all of these little crevices in the crown are gonna be really annoying. At least the whole statue is the item, so maybe we can get away with leaving a few little bits here and there. Let's do everything underneath first. I think that's just shading underneath the brim. I don't think it is still dirty. It's hard to tell though. Urn. Still a lot that it reckons needs to be done. So it seemed to be. Oh, it's all the top bits that I'm missing. That's why. Okay, well that's done a little bit more there. Still says that there's quite a bit to do, and I think that it's just around the corners here. Yeah, it's just around the corners and then the crevices of the hat and the base. That'll probably do it as well. Oh no, that's rocks now, not the actual statue. What am I missing on the statue? Oh, it's all just little bits. It really blends in. There we go. Apparently that was enough. That was really blending in. Maybe with these rocks I can get away with just using this. So it does say algae and grime, and they tend to be pretty tenacious. I think we're doing a good enough job though. So that looks pretty clean. Yeah, mostly. Okay, so the yellow one is still the best one to use. I mean, I was finding that way back when I was using this washer most of the time, as the yellow one is best. Yellow nozzle bay, that's for sure. And then turbo for anything small. Don't need to worry too much about doing nice even lines or anything on these rocks, because they're all manner of shapes. Spray, spray, spray. Bit of spray and pray. And then the reflections are just making it really hard to tell if it's dirt or if it's a reflection of a tree or something. This is certainly a tricky one. What I kind of wish they did is like, oops, that you could still choose your other washes, but that like the provided equipment was this as a minimum, so if you didn't have it, then you could use this instead of the cheapest one. But if you had better ones, that you could still use them. Would kind of prefer that. I forgot that they've got their little tutorial things on the side that kind of flash and don't go away until you actually do them. It's a good way to make sure that people are learning the things to an extent. It's not too innocuous, it's not too obvious. There you go, switch nozzle through, change stance. There we go. Hey, our record pages, power washing stream indeed. We chillin'. Space for jump. Yeah, I know about space for jump. That's why I'm up here. Okay, there you go. Tick it off. Tab show dirt. Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. Actually, need to see. Okay, well, most of these rocks are done. It's just little bits here and there. Aim mode. Oh yeah, that's new. Yeah, you can do aim mode, so you can just kind of choose a spot to stand and then aim like this now. Just kind of nice. I believe they said it was to aid people who are finding motion sickness an issue when playing the game. Which is interesting, because I mean, I get motion sick, but I haven't been finding an issue with it, but different degrees. Usually that's a problem with having your field of view set weirdly. I have mine pretty wide, though, and still don't have a problem, but that's wanting me to open and close the tablet. There you go. Open and close inventory. Yeah, there you go. Do I get an achievement for doing the tutorial? What about these rocks is not yet done? Because they look pretty done. There's a little crevice in there. Ah, there's a few under bits here. Because I was mostly going down. Okay, if I'm having to use tab just to see things, then I think it's pretty much done, but apparently there's bits that aren't. Just really not seeing anything too obvious. I haven't missed any big chunks or anything, it's just tiny little bits here and there, yeah. That don't even stick out on the rock surface to the naked eye. I think they still need to work on their detection thing to whether or not something is deemed to be clean or not. There you go. Finally got there. This one's a little bit more obvious. I guess we could do the inside of the basin first. Nah, we'll do the top. We'll do it around here. Getting under the lip here is going to be really annoying, I think. Now, hopefully, that is adequate. Yeah, seems to be. Good. I guess we can crouch down and just blast around the ring like that, just to make sure that we're getting underneath. Just do a nice big arc like that. Actually, we should do it this way, so that way my washer doesn't get stuck. Because it was bringing it in because I was getting too close to the surface behind me. Just crouch, I don't need to be prone. I'm prone to being in the wrong position. Okay, let's see if this is enough. I bet they'll... Oh! I was about to say, I bet there'll still be bits underneath, but nope, that was good enough. That's good. On to the next level. So, gnomes. I feel we probably just want to hit them from the back first, and then we'll worry about spraying down the front from the other side. I missed whether or not I even had a... I'm not sure I even have a ladder, let alone a pickup place. Oh, I do have a ladder, okay. So I might be able to use that to get in closer. feel just a short scaffold would actually have been better, just for getting a good angle. Lower basin volute. We're going to learn new vocabulary on this one. We're going to learn different parts of fountains. We previously had different ship parts from the barge, the canal boat that the mayor had. Now we're going to learn fountains. And who says video games aren't instructional? Like, I didn't know this was called a volute, did you? A spiral scroll characteristic of Ionic capitals and also used in Corinthian and composite capitals. There you go. Yeah. And this is indeed a scroll characteristic. Fantastic. And the front is going to be the rest that needs to be done. So, I don't like leaving features half finished, but I believe that the best strat is going to be to come back from that from the other side later. We'll just have to remember that that's the case. We should probably also be working from the inside out instead of the outside in. Should probably do all of this stuff first. These fleur-de-lis things are going to have that tenacious stuff on it. The verdigris, yeah, okay. Turbo nozzle time. Get blasted. There we go. I mean, I guess I can do everything around them first, and then worry about coming back to make sure that I've done each decoration in turn. Oh no. There we go. Make sure to stand on one of these things, because that way I'll back into the gnome. I was going to say that the upper basin edge still is a thing as well, isn't it? Interesting. But while I'm here, I should probably just do the entire quadrant, or as much of it as I can, rather than having to come around again. I imagine some of it I'm going to have to get much closer to. And then we can blast it from the side as well to make sure that we're covering that when we get to the next 90 degree. And then we're just going to have to get up close and personal with the turbo nozzle probably a bit later. Just to make sure. And speaking of turbo nozzle, I'm going to have to hit that from the other side probably. So this is the entire volute still. The little bit doesn't make any difference. So this is the upper column. Particularly tenacious graffiti on it, it seems. That's really tenacious graffiti. Are you going to make me turbo nozzle this whole thing? Because that's really annoying. It did give some soak, but not much. Guess we just do small back and forwards or something? Just real gradual. They really, if they were going to put things like this, they really needed to let you use a higher power washer if you had one. Otherwise that's pretty rude. side. Need to do around here as well. Get in the crevices there. Okay. There's going to be lots of little bits that we need to pick up on, I think. Yeah. Fair enough them putting it in the specials category, I guess, for these things, but again, I do really wish that they'd let you use better washes if you had them, but given you a minimum one if you didn't. There we go, that's good. Finally got that one done. Let's try and just make sure we've got this side done completely before we do the front on. And now we can come in here and do the same sort of thing as we did from the last one. We really need to make sure that we go around and have all of the panels done to satisfaction. Like that wall bit isn't done, that wall bit isn't done. So we need to make sure that we get those ticked off. One done, but this one hasn't been, it seems. Which bit am I missing? Apparently that. Oh, there we go. Bit obvious once I start actually looking, eh? Oh, not again. Decorations seem to be more generous than I expected once you actually get closer. He says not getting that. Oh, there we go. Finally got one. There we go. Excellent. It's that side of it done at least, and we'll worry about the other side when we come to it. Right, so once again, get in here to do like so. Get some more of this underside done. Right. This job's definitely going to be a bit more problematic than I initially thought. These decorations and stuff definitely take a lot of doing. And then this inner column bit again, the upper column. Once again, slow and steady, just to get this graffiti off. We've got to get nice and close to it as well. And it still won't let me use another washer. Yeah, look at that colour come out though. It looks so much better when it's done. Especially now that we're in the sun, so we can actually see it without any shadow. Nice. What we can always do is if we just do it like this, yeah, then we see, so it gets the brown off, and then we can see what's underneath. Which is just scribbling really, it's not even graffiti, it's just scribbling. No one's even put any effort into that. Disappointing. But being methodical, we get it done. Okay. Work our way down here, these little wing bits, which aren't separate features unfortunately. The decorations don't count separately. There we go. And now this side. Cool. Believe that to be pretty done. So, what have I not done from here? We didn't go this direction. There we go. I think that wall still needs to be done as well. Yeah. I'll have to see what we're missing on that. Just little bits. So that decoration's done, that decoration's done, that wall is done. Good, good, good. That wall is now done. Decoration is now done. See if we can get away with using the green for some of the stuff. It's just got a widened nozzle. Just makes it a bit quicker to do. Okay, that does actually seem to have worked. Definitely need the turbo and the harder bits on the decorations themselves. Like so. And so. The wall is going to have, yeah, that bit there. And that wall on that decoration's done. So I think the walls, oh, that one's not done. Interesting. What have I missed on this? Something along the top, something along the bottom apparently. Okay, so the walls and decorations I believe are mostly done. So this underside, oh, it'll just be this bit here probably, hopefully. Okay, what have I missed on the underside? Oh, I haven't got that decoration. Oh, the edge still needs doing as well. What have I missed on the edge? That's annoying. And then we've just got little bits on this underside here. But I don't... oh, there we go, that's enough of the underside. I don't see what I'm missing on the edge, obviously, but it's probably just somewhere really... ah, it's around literally the edges. Okay. Stand on top of the gnome to get a view of that. Yeah, I didn't do that as I came down. I needed to stand on top of the gnomes to get a view along the ridge. Yeah, there we go. It's thicker than I thought. I can actually see some of the stuff on that one. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, you could actually see that stuff. My bad. Definitely my bad. That wasn't like sometimes when it's not really visible, but it doesn't give it to you anyway. That was totally visible. That was 100% my fault. Good, 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 good. Scrolling there. Very nice. It's a nice fountain. Nice. And this side, I think this is the final volute. There we go. Good. Good, 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 good. Gnome time, I guess. Do each gnome, or at least the back side of each gnome. God, this is a huge job. We might not even have time to do all of this in one. So I don't have time to do like a super long stream today. These gnomes are a really annoying shape. Finishing them off is going to be really annoying. I'm probably going to have to like jump in from one side and then back up this side. Actually, what I should probably do in which case is do a good tab here. And actually I've gotten it pretty good from the back. Ignore the massive amount of orange below when I do that for the bottom area. Basically, I don't really want to have to jump up here again if I don't have to. I really like to one and done each layer so that I don't have to revisit it. Okay, I just need to do his inner thigh. Then he's pretty much done. Yeah, a little bit scruffy on the back of this guy. Everything else I can hopefully get from the front. And you, yeah, everything else I should be able to get from the front on you. Okay, cool. So now we just got to finish off this bowl. Yeah. Dude, gotta finish off this bowl, bro. Or something. If the kids even still call it that. Okay, we're just filling up the fountain for them. You know, you're welcome. What would be cool is after the job is complete, that the fountain actually goes. Like we actually get to see it start sprouting out. Almost got the most visible bits. Will that be enough, or will it? Ah, it was enough. Excellent. This edge, what we're going to do is try and get the edge of the edge as well as we can from this angle, because it's the beveled bit at the top that we're going to struggle to reach from beneath. So we do want to try and be diligent with how much of this one we get. And hey, we've got the lower levels as a backstop, so we're just kind of spraying little bits of that as well. Any time that we miss, every little bit that goes off the side isn't being wasted as much. Okay, so I think that's the edge done. Okay. Everything else done up the top here, I think. If not, we'll be sad and have to come back up again, but that's fine. And drop. We're not going to be easily able to do the bit right in front of me, are we? Well, okay, I thought it was going to complain that I was too close to it. Actually, that's even better. There we go. Oh, each edge is... I didn't even realize that each edge is actually a separate segment. Okay, well that's interesting. Well, hopefully I did a good enough job going around the top then. It all looked pretty even, so... And once again, we can basically just do this in quadrants, hopefully. We've got the trim there, edge. That edge will need a little bit more attention, it seems, from the front. We'll need it as we go around to the next quarter. We're going to have to spray that separately. I'm going to stay up here to do this bit so that we're getting the top of that piece of base there. And then we need to drop down so that we can get the underside. It's all a case of just doing angles. So now we can get the underside of this. And this is all one big bit, it looks like. What have I missed of this edge piece? Why is that not giving it to me? That's annoying. Okay, there we go. I was thinking it was going to be the bit underneath the volute there. That would have been annoying. How do I get the gnome? I think I'm going to have to use ladders for getting in front of those gnomes. I don't think there's any way around that, unfortunately. Much as I like to cheese my way through without using the provided equipment as much as possible, that one I don't think will be too avoidable. Some of those scribblings from underneath there. So this base is a big bit. And then there's the column, and then there's the flourishes. And another set of volutes. Let's try and do these flourishes, perhaps. At least this side of them, anyway. Okay, what am I missing on that? The top, probably? Yup. Still stuff? I thought I was pretty thorough about this. Oh. There we go. Bit in behind. Okay. Good. That was the other bit of the edge there. Okay, what we should also do is these columns and volutes as we go around. So these are now kind of 8th sections each time, looks like. Actually, is this, oh, this might be a hexagon base bit here, looks like. Is there 3 of these volutes and 3 flourishes, perhaps? There we go. And we get the actual design underneath. Very nice. Get rid of that nasty graffiti. And have a much nicer bit. Nicer bit. Why not? Just between nicer and prettier. There we go, there's the column done. Lovely. And maybe get this one done as well. Not sure what to do left and right or up and down on these ones, to be honest. I think the left and right is adequate. He says missing big bits. Whatever. Let's go down here. Step back a bit to get this. Oops. Not quite diligent enough on some of these bits. Ah, there we go. Work on this side of the volute. And a bit of the base as well, because why not? Are these base bits and segments? No, it's just one giant base piece. Okay. That's cool. Just checking. Okay. Alrighty, that's that trident, I guess. It's damn gnomes. I guess I can just leave all of the gnomes to last, to be honest, and just don't worry about them with the ladder later. Good, that's got the wall done. Trim should get done when I start from the other side. Oh, okay, that was a wall bit as well. That's nice. So we need to jump back on top of that flourish there soon in order to get a better angle on some of this stuff. Good, that's the trim. Okay, before we clean the flourish, let's jump on top. Crouch down to get good angle on that. Good, that's the wall done there. And then this middle section is another wall. Yep. And then this wall that wraps around to the next segment, which is fine. Good, got the trim. Again, we want to make sure that we get the top angle of this bit here of the base, because it'll be harder to get that from down below. There's going to be some annoying bits anyway, I suspect, that I don't get easily. And now underneath. It'd be nice if the base was also split up a little bit into sections. So let's do this volute first. Try and work our way around the features one by one. There we go. And now the column. Really wish I could use a better power washer. This would go so much quicker. Never mind. I don't think you could even free play any of the specials either, because they're presented as special maps. You get to go back and do them any way you like. You have to do them with the rules as they were presented in the first place, which is kind of annoying. So I would love to do this with the highest powered pressure washer instead of this one. Okay, let's do this part of this base. And this side of the flourish. Okay. Should have probably done the top of it when I was standing on top, eh? Would have made it a lot easier. Cool. And let's see if I can actually get credit for that one now, so I know that it's done. Nice. Love it when a plan comes together. And now we do the underside of this base here. Ooh, this is messy underneath here because the angle that we were doing it at. Good, got the edge done. Do as much of the underside of that volute as we can. A little bit more on this base. Go. Cool. That's a bit better. Column. Should be the last one of these, I believe. He'll run into that little recess there. This bit of this base piece. Go. There we go. It's a little bit still facing. And now get this volute, hopefully. Nice. Just like that. Okay, so the upper volutes I still need to double check because I should have been able to get them, but haven't necessarily. So this one, for example, if I get back up onto this, there we go. And also with you. But again, the gnomes themselves still need to be done. That one's done. Yes, that's when I realized that's what I could do with those. Okay. Now we work on this column base. I keep thinking I hear like car doors and stuff outside, but it's just the wind. You know when you're expecting visitors and stuff and you just hear noises? Or you're expecting even just like a courier and you think, was that a van? Was that a truck? Maybe it's just me. And then we're back at the start again. Nice. Column base, and then the foundation cap is starting to get done as well, which is nice. We can finish off this column base here. Just like so. Foundation cap should be almost done with this section, hopefully. Yeah, because this, I'm not sure if this gold bit is the foundation cap or the foundation, actually. I assume it's part of the cap, but not necessarily. Oh, it's so close to being done. Oh, it's done. I was saying. Okay, now I kind of want to do around this top edge while standing on it, I feel. Just to get a good angle on some of this stuff for cleaning it off. Foundation is quite a large piece, it seems. Yeah, it goes all the way down. Oh, all the way down to the floor, in fact. Yeah, okay. Oh, again, I was wondering. I was doing it pretty evenly, but it is actually in sections as well. I mean, it would have to be for assembly, really. I really like this map. It is bigger than I expected, but I really like it. It's also probably one of the most of the realistic ones in terms of it, something that you would just be cleaning by water blasting. A fountain is up there. Like, this is definitely an expected use use case of this tool for this format. There we go. I've got to make sure that I get it underneath the gold bit that seems at the top. The playground was also a decent one for the water blasting, but a lot of it was like wood and stuff, which I feel that if you were water blasting something wood to higher pressure, you would actually damage it. So you'd like strip the paint and stuff. The skate park is probably the other best one of these, because again, it's just concrete surfaces with like grime and graffiti and stuff. It's exactly what you would use this for. Should probably be doing this from standing on top actually, so then I have a better angle for sweeping. What am I missing with you? Do I need to get a better angle underneath here for this or something? Did I just go a little bit fast over some sections? Must have. So I'm not really seeing anything. There we go. Just down this ribbon bit there, basically, is all it required. So I guess we... Ah, I see, because there's a little groove there. Right, so it would have been the inside of that groove wouldn't have been done. Groovy, baby, yeah. Nice. And this is the final bit. Nice. Cool. And then that'll be the main inner fountain area done. Nice. Okay, so I believe that's pretty much the entire central thing done, other than the gnomes, which are going to be difficult to do without getting up close and personal with the ladder and such. I'm now just wanting to try and do this one from here, but I'm not going to be able to. I think that is going to be it for this morning. I don't have a huge amount of time, and I'm certainly not going to do the rest of this now. So I think we're going to have to come back and do the outer areas next time, which I think is going to be a bit quicker anyway, because we don't have all these fiddly columns and features and volutes and such. We do have the statues, but that's fine. So yeah, I think we're going to come back to this hopefully tomorrow, if not sometime soon. Can't guarantee when. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.